So you have kids, and for whatever reason, you're no longer with their biological parent. You've gone through the single phase, and now you finally met somebody that you think is worthwhile. Somebody who treats you right, who actually makes you happy, and you've got the big question. When is it the right time to introduce your partner to your kids? I know this is a big decision to be made, one that's definitely not to be taken into lightly. On the one hand, you want to make sure that you've given your relationship enough time to make sure that it's a little bit more stable before you introduce your kids to your new partner. On the other hand, you also don't want to prolong it too long because in the interim, you are living two completely separate lives, and at some point, you need to bring the two worlds together. So that's what this video is about. I am going to give you 4 tips of when to introduce your new partner to your kids and how to do it. If you like this type of content, click the subscribe button or share this video with somebody that you know will benefit. I just want to say thank you for the overwhelming amount of love and support through my various channels that you reach me on. And I just want to say I make this content specially for you. I get a lot of requests on specific topics to cover, and don't worry, I get through every single one of them, and I'll be covering all the topics that are relevant and are going to help to uplift you on a daily basis. So let's get right into the video. My name is Tish. I'm a certified life coach. I'm a mom, entrepreneur, and an avid enthusiast of working with people just like you to make sure that you crush your goals and ultimately you live the best version of yourself. Tip number 1, prepare your kids before you introduce them to your new partner. What do I mean by this? Well, what I mean is that be as real and honest as you possibly can with your kids. Because we all know kids are very in tune with their surroundings, and they'll probably know when you're actually seeing somebody even though you're trying to hide it. So we've got to backtrack here a little bit. So when you do have that special person in your life, it's important to let your kids know that you are seeing someone, even if you are not ready to introduce your new partner to your kids as yet, because they'll see you dressing up, going out, and coming back a little later on some days. And when they do ask you, don't lie or come up with some sort of an excuse. Do tell them the truth. Tell them you're going on a date, there is somebody that you're seeing, and when the time is right, they will get to meet them as well. For now, you are taking the opportunity to know this person a little bit better. This will open up the right channels and open communication between you and your kids to ask all the relevant questions to prepare them for the day that they actually meet your new partner. So be honest and prepare them upfront. What's important to bear in mind here as you're preparing your kids is to let them know that you are in a good place and that your new partner treats you well and that you're happy. This is simple language that any kid of any age can actually understand. Because chances are, if you went through a bad breakup or a bad divorce, the kids were on a roller coaster journey with you. They'll also have some feelings of resentment and pain that they probably still need to work through. But if they are now seeing you in a better, more comfortable position with somebody else that's new, it also makes them happy because every single child wants to see their parents happy. Granted, for sure, maybe their first preference is to see their biological parents together, but seeing you in a very bad place definitely did not sit well with them. So by sharing your honest feelings around where you are emotionally at that point in time, it will help them with the preparation of seeing your new partner in the future. Tip number 2, it is a great idea to inform your ex that you will be introducing your new partner to your kids. I know some of you may feel that you don't owe your ex anything and that you're definitely not asking their permission, but that's not what this is about. This is about maintaining a good co-parenting relationship, because either way, they're gonna hear about your new partner from your kids. So a heads up is actually not a bad idea. Even though they may have introduced your kids to so many other people in such a short space of time, it doesn't matter. You need to have the eye on the prize and make sure that you are building strong relationships and just giving them a heads up before you introduce your kids to your new partner. Tip number 3, for the very first encounter that your new partner meets your kids, let it be short and sweet. Alternatively, create an environment whereby it is not forced, and it feels very comfortable. What do I mean by this? A good example to actually let the two parties meet is an outdoor event like a braai, a barbecue, whereby both parties are in an open enough space not to put the pressure on either party. Because remember, your new partner is also just as anxious and nervous to meet your kids. And now if the whole conversation is resting on him or her, that's going to create a lot of pressure, and it's not going to feel like a natural environment, and the kids will definitely pick it up. So when you're in an open environment whereby the kids can come to you to engage with you as and when they need, this is so much more comfortable because there is no pressure, and it eliminates those awkward moments of silence whereby nobody knows what to say and you are jumping in here and there just to make the peace between the two parties. So do give it some thought and pick surroundings that are going to be favorable to you, your kids, and your new partner. The fourth and final tip is open up the channel for honest feedback after your kids have met your new partner. Just because you like your partner, it doesn't mean that your kids are automatically going to take to them at the first encounter. But this does not mean that this is the opportunity for you to put a pause or a stop to your relationship. It is just an assessment opportunity here to be able to see where your kids are. Because for the first time, they probably realize that there's definitely not going to be a reconciliation between you and your ex. But it's also a part whereby they also have to be conscious and aware that your new partner has got nothing to do with your past relationship, and they are definitely coming in new into the space. So take cognizance of their feedback. Kids are definitely very honest, and you can use this as well as a point to assess whether you need to bring in professional intervention for your kids, or whether they are at a better place and they've actually moved on just as you have, which is good news for everyone. If your partner also happens to have kids, then you can replicate the same methodology on the other side. But it is definitely not a good idea to introduce your new partner with their kids to your kids at the very first encounter. Kids need time to process change, and just bringing in one person at a time will definitely be of benefit for your kids and for the future of your relationship. At some point, you will know the right moment to bring in the other kids with your kids so that you can start integrating the new families together. Because remember, if the relationship does not work out, the kids feel like they've also lost a new family. That is another process that they actually have to go through. So take your time, take it easy, bring in one person at a time, and that will definitely have a better outcome. Once the introductions are done and everything is going smoothly, then the next logical step is to obviously create those spaces and places whereby you and your new partner or the families are coming together in a consistent environment so that we can bring more stability for the kids. Whether it be a dinner on a specific night every single week or an outing on a weekend, it doesn't matter as long as you are creating those spaces of being together. And that is how the new family will start to build. If you like this type of content, as I said to you, click the subscribe button or like, because it helps me to get this content out to so many other people. I've got amazing content that's coming out on a weekly basis, and most of it is because of you. You are sending me amazing topics to cover, topics that I've covered with my own clients, and I can only hope to help you and to elevate you with this type of material. I'll see you in my next video. Until then, bye.